So here we are, and I just wanted to ask you, Nancy, what do you like when you have a backup? Somebody backs you up. What works for you?
There's a few things. I love, like in that intro, I loved some of the cool chromatic, modal things that you were doing in the song. For me, it gives me inspiration of something to play along with.
Oh, cool.
So I might hear you do something and it'll, it's sort of conversational. It might impact a line that I sing next. And I also love, once you've been playing with somebody for a while, when you find lines, if somebody plays, they know I'm going to do an improv that I've sometimes you fall into an improv that becomes like a thing that you do every time, And I love when I'm playing with somebody who's backing me up, who notices that and plays that with me. And, just somebody who also knows how to leave space for the vocal, so is a conversational thing and less of, it can become, sometimes I can feel like a backup person is sort of stepping on the melody or stepping on the vocal, and there's a really nice balance with being able to complement and support and play along without sort of taking the attention away from the melody.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I think the key word is backing up. It's like if you're back here and I think for me trying to make the singer want to sing the song.
Yeah.
Is a good kind of basic approach. Where you just think, well, what and it helps to get to know the singer and just if you're playing. But if you don't know the singer, then probably the best approach is to play less.
Yeah.
A little less until you get comfortable. You're the kind of saying you're kind of a virtuoso and you can do all this stuff, and so for you, the interaction can be a good thing.
Yeah.
For maybe somebody who's a little, maybe just trying to get through the song, you might
distracting.
really just, stay back, and just play. Just the chords, and then again, we've talked about this in a previous episode. Got to know the chords, and the spirit of the song is really important too.
Of course,
This kind of Wayfaring Stranger is pretty. It's a sober song, I guess.
It's a little bit haunting.
So you don't play play your licks, right?
Right.
over
it's all about vibe.
Yeah, it's very vibey. So we're thinking about what are the chords? Wayfaring, it's a lot of minor chords, right? Almost all minor chords. Right? You've got the A minor,
chords.
So getting your arpeggio, and then D minor, of course. Right, just getting those all together. We've got E minor. I thought that was a cool 5 chord was an E minor, and then right at the end we had like the E7, right? I think. So that's just making sure that we're comfortable with the chords, and then we build our double stops if we do any off of the pieces of those arpeggios. So there's also let's give that a shot. Can we do a verse, Nancy? And I will play some arpeggios.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is rough and steep, yet beauty's field lie just before me. Where weary eyes no more shall we.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So I got a little bold there at the end. I kind of combined a couple of arpeggios.
Cool.
So there's also other things you can play, like little scales, right? You could do And this is, you know, you don't want to move too much. I mean, if you're playing, like for instance, like that note against it, you know, you don't want to be that's tough to sing over that interval.
Well, that's a bold choice.
Yeah, but you can do it as a line. Can we do one more verse here?
Yeah,
Either one.
same verse or
either one. Yeah, whatever you want there.
I'll go with
I kind of like the
first
the
verse.
first one.
Okay, yeah.
That's good.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe, but there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go.
So, yeah, you know, if you keep it simple, you can do little scales. Just 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, things like that. And that's gonna be nice, especially as an answer to the vocal. And it just sort of contradicted what I said about that note being so close. But if you're using it as a passing tone, it can work.
Yeah,
If
totally.
you're just back there and not, all this decoration. Yeah. You get the idea, folks. All right. So great. So there's a couple of ideas, and we'll come back and do more. Bunch of ideas for you coming right up with the amazing Lindsay Liu. Thank you.
Of course.